Are you waiting on the perfect day to start working toward your dreams? Listen to today's episode of the Freedom Club podcast to learn why that mindset just flat out sucks.
Welcome to the Freedom Club podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Kurt Mercadante, Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at kurtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
And this is the Freedom Club podcast. I am your host, Kurt Mercadante, coming to you from drizzly, cool, which is nice because it's been damn hot the past 5 days or so, London, England. I'm so happy you're listening today. And please don't be shy about telling your friends, your family, your colleagues, anyone who you think would benefit from our message of freedom and fulfillment. Don't be shy about referring them to this podcast. And also, please don't be shy about leaving us a positive rating or review wherever you are listening to this podcast. Because, of course, those positive rating and reviews are like currency to us, and they help us expand our reach around the globe. And listen, you've heard me talk about this before, but one of the key pieces to my life of freedom and fulfillment is a daily gratitude exercise. Before I go to bed every single night, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And that's the first 3 things I read when I wake up in the morning. And at the end of the week, I review all of those wonderful things for which I am grateful. And today, on Friday, at the end of this week, I have to tell you, I am so grateful for a number of things. Number one is we've been traveling throughout London, and right now I am in Paris with my family, and we are just having a wonderful adventure. But something else I'm absolutely grateful for is the incredible individuals who attended my event, my Power and Purpose London event in London this past Tuesday. We had such a diverse group of individuals from all walks of life, all ages, different industries. They're all building something different, building a work, building a life, building themselves, and the connections that were made at that event. Everyone had met online, but taking those online connections offline is always so incredibly magical. And you know, if you had told me just a few short months ago that I'd be doing an event in London, I would have told you you're crazy. I had no business doing an event in London. I'd only been to London, to the UK, once in my life. It's a different country. But I said, I'm going to do an event in London, and I went and I did it. I had every excuse in the world not to do it, even a week before the RSVPs were really low, but I kept moving forward, and we ended up with a packed house. And I don't bring this up just to brag to you. I bring it up because if you want to do something, just start doing it. If you're waiting for the perfect day to start working toward your dreams, you are going to be 6 feet under the ground before that perfect day ever arrives, and it's a recipe for a life of regret. If you want to be a writer, just start writing, damn it. If you want to be a paid public speaker, start speaking. Then take videos of your speeches and put them online. If you want to be a coach, start coaching. Just start doing it. And if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and you blame it on perfectionism, but it might be fear, it might be those false limits that you place on your brain, then you have a scarcity mindset. And you need to break out of that scarcity mindset and adopt an abundance mindset that says, I want to go do something. I'm going to go out and do it. My good friend, Quentin Allums, you may know him. He's a rock star content creator on LinkedIn, often posts the quote, if you want to be great, then go and be great. Now, some of you may be listening to this and says, well, that sounds so damn simplistic. And yes, it absolutely is simplistic because it is that simple in life. Listen, I did that London event a week before. I thought maybe I was going to fail. But you know what I focused on? I focused on my purpose. And my purpose is to save the world by helping individuals fight for lives of freedom and fulfillment. And if there was just one person in the seat at that event, I would be fulfilling my mission. And I focused on that purpose, not on how many butts were going to be in the seats. And so I guaranteed success. Now, if no one showed up, would it be a failure? No, because I would have learned from it, and then I'd go out and I'd do it again. Because that is the cycle of success. You Try stuff. You fail. You learn. You try again. Maybe you fail again. Maybe you try again. You go through that cycle as many times as possible until you succeed. So don't wait for the perfect day to start working toward your dreams, because that fear in your mind, it's self-imposed. It's fake. It is absolute bullshit. And if you want to go do something, then go do it. Yes, as Quentin Allums often posts, if you want to be great, go be great. Stop waiting for that perfect day. Stop waiting to overcome your fear, because the only one who's going to set a deadline and then start building those daily, weekly, monthly outcomes to achieve that outcome is you. Listen, I hope you've had a wonderful week filled with freedom and abundance. And if you need help adopting an abundance mindset, please send me a message today, because my mission in life is to help you. This has been the Freedom Club Podcast. I'm your host, Kurt Mercadante. Thank you so much for listening.